Today on the channel, we're back at it again with another Mondo 1/6 scale Masters Universe figure, and today we're looking at the Filmation version of Trapjaw.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mondo Collectibles 1/6 scale Masters Universe unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're looking at the PowerCon 2023 exclusive. We're looking at Trapjaw, but for all your Mondo needs, better head to the Mondo website. Occasionally, though, head to Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description down below, as they do occasionally have some of the Mondo figures for sale. They also have a Trapjaw, which we unboxed not too long ago, which we'll compare on this very video. It is a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, so if you're looking for that Trapjaw, head over to Big Bad Toy Store. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what Trapjaw is up to in the package here. I've said it before, Trapjaw, an all-time favorite of mine, going back to when I was a little kid, and this is really how I was introduced to Trapjaw, similar to many of you guys and gals, so don't forget the gals out there, probably with this Trapjaw as well. So pretty cool to get my childhood version in the Mondo style, I guess we'll call it here, but beautiful packaging art, always with the Masters Universe, no matter what company's making them, beautiful packaging. This one's right up there as well. You got the Mondo seal, of course, 1/6 scale figure, Trapjaw on the side, Mondo. Classic version, of course. Same thing on that side over here. On the back, we do get a little bit of a blurb action. We'll read that here in a second. And then we do, of course, get the packaging right here. Little artwork action, and then the big window box as well. So pretty much right on line in what we see with these Mondo figures from Masters Universe. And I did mention this was a PowerCon 2023 exclusive. No PowerCon in 2024, sadly. I remember buying this one at the Mondo booth, and I remember, obviously, I traveled, and I drove into Ohio, where PowerCon was. And Columbus, that is. Columbus, beautiful this time of year. And of course, I used my credit card along the way on the travel for hotels, food, you name it, whatever. I bought something at PowerCon, and then I went to the Mondo booth to buy this, and they declined my credit card. I said, what is going on here? So luckily, I had that Target Red card on me. Oh, Target Red card. When you're in a bind, man, it's good for more than just Target. So it did save the day. I ended up buying this with my Target Red card. Then I had to call my bank and said, hey, I'm traveling. I know I've been in like 10 different states in the last 2 days, but I'm really traveling. So please don't shut off my card. So got that all fixed. Got Trapjaw. But now let's read the back of old Trapjaw here. By the power of Grayskull. Once a devoted henchman of Keldor, Cronus grew weary of the transformed Skeletor's mania and raised an army to defeat him. But Cronus was struck down, his jaw and arm destroyed, only to be rebuilt by Triclops as the Wizard of Weapons, Trapjaw. Now freshly escaped from Infinita, the psychotic interdimensional criminal returns alongside the rest of the evil warriors to sow mayhem in Eternia. And if I'm not mistaken, we did unbox the other Trapjaw a week ago, if you're watching this kind of in order. That one, I believe, had the exact same copyright on the back. So it's getting the most out of your copyright is what we got going on right there. But there's the packaging. A gentle off to the side, see you later. Like most people, I do save my packaging for these. And there he is in the plastic prison, all kinds of stuff going on. And of course, per the norm, I'm going to take this offline. We'll be back talking all things Trapjaw Filmation version. All right, we got Trapjaw out of the package. Let's start it off. Let's start with the accessories. And of course, we'll do some comparisons later on in this video. But of course, as usual, per the course, Mondo stand here. Got to protect your figures. You don't want these Mondo figures falling off the top of the shelf. You got to have these stands to help them along. You got one here. We're used to these stands by now. They always have a nice little intricate kind of design on the bottom. I do wish it was flipped around, so this was kind of where they stood on, but is what it is at this point. We do get the stand there. Now, we do get a ton of accessories with him here. We do get one extra hand, and we did unbox the mini comics version, as I did mention recently on the channel. Same hand going on as an extra, except in the blue color. The more traditional, for me at least, the traditional blue color, probably most of you. Do you think of your Trapjaws in yellow or blue? I think most of us think blue, but you know what I mean. But we do got that going on. And then we see some weapons, once again, very similar to the last one. We got the crossbow, bow and arrow, whatever you want to call it, laser blast arrow. We do get this in a nice kind of maroonish, reddish, lighter red color, I guess we'll call that. We do get that fly swatter of doom, got that green almost like snake wiring going through it. The fly swatter of doom is there. Then we do get that grappling hook once again. Hooks out on there. It does connect into the base here if you want to put it in. Choose your own adventure, as we do say, of course, all the time. Actually, it does not connect. I know it does. I keep talking out both sides of my mouth, don't I? Here, it should connect in there. It looks like there we go. Just got to line it up right. You do get the real rope with this one as well, but it does fit in there if you need to. Does not shoot off or anything like that, but we saw that with the last one. Same thing with this. We get the big hook hand to give you the old hook on the side, hook you off the stage. We do get that big old hook once again there, and I love that they got the little clip on here, and you can put these on his belt across the board. Perfect trap jaw. That's what we did when we were a kid. We can do it now with this Mondo 1/6 scale. You got the big old pinchers right here, like a T-Rex mouth is what that reminds me of. Of course, moves through, looking very, very nice. Got the spikes on there, plugs on in. Very, very cool. And then we do get an extra arm. So this is where things get a little bit different from the one we just recently unboxed, is we did get this arm with the prior version. So this was where you connect everything into. It's got the piston kind of arm going on, the bend there. This will connect in. However, this one here, we get two choices, and I'm leaning towards using, and no leaning, I guess I am going to use the arm that is on this one here, because I got this on the other one. Even though they're different colors, even though they got some differences, want to make them as different as possible. That's what I want to do for my collection. And that's what I'm going to do with here. But now we're going to dive in to the head sculpts here. We're going to start with the head sculpts. And definitely, right off the bat, this is Trap Jaw from Filmation. This is what I think of with Trap Jaw. And his mouth does not have a lot of movement on this one, at least on mine. I'm not seeing a ton of movement on this one. So your mileage may vary, but not a lot of movement on this mouth here. But it is a very creepy Frankenstein-like face. Got that cool metal-like jaw going there, the big old eyebrows, looking up there like a young Undertaker, looking up towards the sky. Of course, got the helmet going on. Once again, you get that little hole there. You can put a string through, slide him on down, do whatever you want to do with him. But that is on brand for Trap Jaw, of course. Now, the second head sculpt, a little bit meaner, a little bit more menacing, a little bit more horror-induced here. You got a big squared-off chin, mechanical Trap Jaw chin. This has a lot of movement in the jaw on this one. And then you get the, like, ripped-off face. Of course, they mentioned on the back of the package, you got his jaw ripped off. You can see that right here, looking like something out of The Walking Dead. A little darker green, looking a little bit more evil is what this one is. So do you want it to look more cartoony or more evil? Well, I guess Mondo has us covered in this instance right here. So definitely choose your own adventure on the head sculpts. I'm a little torn. I'm kind of leaning towards that one. Part of me feels like I should do this one, but I'm leaning towards that one. Have to make a decision. Now, I mentioned this arm once again. It is different than this one. So it really, how do you prefer it? What do you like? This is a little fancier, I guess, with the piston on it and stuff. However, this one is just classic Trap Jaw, at least to me. You do get that blaster. We saw that blaster with the last edition as well. And we're not done with our Trap Jaw Mondo figures. We're kind of going in reverse order. We will have another one we'll be unboxing. Maybe we'll do one a week. We'll see what happens. But I will unbox that on the channel as well. Stay tuned for that, and we'll see what kind of arm that one has. I've forgotten. It's been so long since I pre-ordered those and looked at it. It's going to be a surprise for both of us when we unbox them, but big arm over here, big mechanical arm, very on brand for Trap Jaw once again. Of course, this is removable. You can use any one of these on there what you want to. Now, he's got the black vest over the top, keeping everything in. Got a little green hook over here. This is something we didn't get, this whole apparatus, whole vest piece. We didn't get all of this with the last one. Got the studs going on. We did, of course, get that Eternia Championship belt, this time in green color. He's like a young Ultimate Warrior. Sometimes he wants a purple strap. Sometimes he wants a white strap. Sometimes he'll go old school black strap. You never know what Trap Jaw is going to be up to. I'm here for it all the way around, though. And, of course, around that belt, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 hooks. You can store all of his weapons on him. Always love to be able to store the weapons and things on the figure, as we do know. Big old fur, real fur. You know me, I love a good real fur. Got real fur Eternia loincloth right here. One of the fanciest loincloths you'll ever see. Getting down into our Terry Steinbach issued shin guards here, looking good in the red with the dark wash over it. Little green thigh protection as well. Blue skin throughout on this one, of course. And the big black mechanical boots on this one. Looking very nice as well. Definitely a cool looking Trap Jaw. There's no mistaking. If you know who Trap Jaw is, there's no mistaking who this is. Now, he's got, once again, it's funny, I had this on the last one, he's got a little bit of tightness in this arm, trying to get it to bend, trying to get it to move. Your mileage may vary, but this is 2 of them in a row for me. I'm going to have to heat this up with a hairdryer again. I'm not taking any chances with an expensive figure like these. These things cost an arm and a leg. Don't need to be breaking an arm along the way. But you do get some mechanicalness on the arms as well. Should mention that. Fist of Fury over here. Of course, this arm all the way around. Gun is removable if you want to. Head's removable, back, forth, side to side, up and down. You do get a little upper hula hoop. You do get a little bit of waist. This isn't a deluxe articulation figure that you should be moving things around. It's really crossing that line between statue and action figure. Yes, it's got the movements. It's got that. But I think most people display this as a statue. Most people aren't having a little war in Eternia with these figures. If you are, man, shout out to you. Shout out to you. The legs do go up, big old trap jaw splits if you do need them. You get the leg that goes up a little bit, and then you do get the knees that bend, double jointed knees. Pretty smooth articulation down here. Sometimes it's a little iffy, especially in some of the older Mondo figures. This one's pretty smooth for the most part. You do get the little ankles, a little side to side, not really much of an up and down, just a little bit of movement there. No peg holes, anything like that on the bottom. It does say 2023 Mattel on the bottom down here. But looks interesting, looks good, definitely looks like Trap Jaw. I'm here for this. Childhood nostalgia is a popular thing, especially for me, obviously, and probably you watching this as well. But if you grew up with Trap Jaw, I mean, this is what you really do think of. This is how we came to know Trap Jaw in our life, I guess. And that's very cool to have this represented in this Mondo 1/6 scale figure. Just a lot of fun, a very, very cool looking figure. And I did mention the last one. Definitely a different look to Trap Jaw from what I'm accustomed to, but of course over the years, seeing all this stuff, seeing the mini comics, all those kind of things, you do recognize this as Trap Jaw, but for me, once again, just not quite as iconic as something like this. And we'll see where that third one plays. It's going to play somewhere in the middle is my guess. It's going to have a little bit of both elements mixed in, and I can't wait to dive into that one here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. But there it is, old Trap Jaw, Mondo Filmation cartoon version. What are your thoughts? If you had to choose, which one are you picking? Most likely probably this one, I would think, but you guys might surprise me. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the place to go. All kinds of stuff over there. I do appreciate the support. You can also support the channel at PressTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And then don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Trap Jaw ×2, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.